You have to really watch your inner child when you're at a farmer's market.
And to be kind to me.
I am raising future citizens of the United States of America. What do you do?
Now I want you to meet two women who are devoting their energies to getting men like me to clean up their acts. They are themselves self-confessed former Slavs. They claim they have reformed and that they want to help others. Either the ex-Slav sisters or the Sidetrack sisters. They are Pam Young and Peggy Jones. They're the authors of Sidetrack, Home Executives, Catch Up on the Kitchen, and The Happiness File. Peggy and Pam, welcome. Things really have gotten worse, haven't they?
Yes, they have, and we think that being disorganized is genetic, and so, you know, we think it's 10 to 1, 10 disorganized to every person that's born on their due date, and
they're immaculate, and they want things perfect.
And opposites seem to attract, and it doesn't seem to matter whether it's a man or a woman, the disorganization, but the housework part of life, it's no longer women's work and men's work. It's people who live in the house work.
Let's go back.
That's what it is.
I recognize the reasonableness of that advice. On the other hand, your past doesn't support, you know, you speak a good game, but what was it like in your room as kids? They really are sisters.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, you know, there are people who draw a line when they share a room, and you stay on your side because you're a slob, and I'll stay over here, and this is all neat. We couldn't even see the rug to draw a line. And you see, when you have two slobs sharing a residence, there was no fighting because we were both equally slobs. The fighting came when we married immaculate men, and we were full-time homemakers. When we wrote our first book, it was 11 years ago, and we were full-time homemakers. At that time, only 22% of the women worked outside of their homes. And so we wrote this book and we said, set the standard of orderliness yourself first, and then your family will all cooperate. Baloney.
That's a crock.
If you set the standard of orderliness, your family will take advantage of you.
What happened? We got pulled into a business, the business world. And so then, for about 4 years, we kept all the homemaking responsibilities, plus worked outside of our home. And in about 4 years, we were vicious little, one eye was going like this. And then you wonder, where is the fun in life?
What about the super mother, super wife?
They're dying young.
Yeah, they are.
Twitching array into oblivion.
If we all of a sudden said, okay, here's the new rule in our country. When you go to a restaurant, you get to eat the dinner they fix and you order it. But afterward, you have to bust your own dishes into the kitchen and wash the dishes. We'd all say, I'm not eating there. Any restaurants. If that's the, you know, nobody wants to do that stuff. It isn't glamorous. It's not fun. But it's not fair that mother has to work outside of her home, come home, and clean up after these two. It's not fair.
It doesn't happen that way. It's a discussion about going to clean it. Right. Fran would never clean it herself. Fran would not clean Jenny's room. She would just insist that Jenny would clean her room, and there's the friction.
Does Jenny?
No. We have lived on both sides of that. We have been slobs where we drank out of jelly jars because all the dishes were dirty, and you know. So we know
There's some knowing laughter in the crowd.
We know a home that is a cave, and we have also seen the harmony of an orderly home. You know what my husband said not too long ago? I've been married 20 years, and about a year and a half ago, he said, well, babe, the kitchen's yours. And I said, oh, I'm glad I know that now, because now I will give it back to you.
Adore who you are. Adore where you are. Adore who you're with.